I mean, that's the cool thing. You meet these people that are like inspiring.
It's a Saturday morning in Richmond, Virginia, and photographer Kai Eason is at a local coffee shop gearing up to photograph the next subject in his series of coffee shop portraits. Today, his subject just so happens to be me.
We live in a world nowadays where a lot of our interaction is done via social media, and it's nice to really like get up and have a real conversation with somebody. And the photos are important, but they're not the most important part of the whole thing. It's really getting to know someone, have a conversation, and create a connection that hopefully transcends photography.
Kai wanted to create a series of portrait images, and that's how the coffee shop sessions began to take shape.
My first one was with the guy in January 2023, and I didn't take it seriously. And then as the weeks came and went along, it was like, people got more interested, and then it became like really something that I look forward to. I'm about 5 or 6 away from doing 100, and 100 was my goal. I might continue it on, but I will do a hard cut at 100 for anything that moves forward as far as like the artistic, if I do a gallery or book. I'll be the 100. My friend Adam will photograph me. The importance of the photos to me is more creating an authentic environment, creating authentic photos. You don't have to be perfect. I'd much rather you not shove overly made up and dressed. I really want to photograph you, and I want to capture who you are, and I want you to be relaxed. And it doesn't have to be like stressful, The key for me is to be absolutely vulnerable as well. If I'm vulnerable, it's easy. So we talk about what's going on in our lives, or like what we've experienced. And a lot of times you find these commonalities of stuff that we've been through, stuff we're going through, or stuff that we're going to have to go through. And you can talk about those things. And once you get on a level with somebody like that, it makes them a lot easier to you're like, oh, this is me. And I try not to be pretentious or have pretense. I'm not going to judge you for showing up as you are.
Having casual coffee shop conversations before each of the portrait sessions created this strong sense of connection, honesty, and authenticity at the core of all of Kai's images.
Most of the stuff is going to be done on a roll Accord 3, 1953. This will be the black and white film, digital camera, and I have the Pentax for color film. I shoot more black and white than I do color. I have a whole system for developing black and white. I do it at the same time every time. A lot of people use their developing chart to do black and white film and spend a lot of time shaking, and I use a technique called stand development. If you shoot a roll of film and you send it off a week after you shot the roll of film, and then you get it back a week after, a week and a half after, if you're not really writing down everything you're doing, you're probably not going to remember exactly what you did. For me, developing and scanning film is like the reward for putting the effort in, but it's almost time for you to get photographed. Are you nervous?
I am a little nervous.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
It felt strange being in front of the camera for a change, but Kai is right. The combination of the coffee shop environment and the conversations before the shoot definitely made me feel a lot more at ease. Make sure to follow Kai Analog for all things film photography and to see more from his coffee shop sessions.